Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another guide video for Marvel Strike Force. Now today we will be looking at one of the new challenges that's been introduced to the game. It's the Gold Rush challenge and it's tier 10. Now the recommendations for this challenge are having a squad level of 70 plus, gear tier 12 and also at least 4 stars as well. Now that is the recommendations, it's not the requirements. So what we'll be doing today is going in, showing a team that doesn't have red stars with the exception of one character, that everyone should actually have red stars on. That's probably a hint as to what team we'll be using, and we'll play through it and I'll talk you through the strategy so that way you can pass this and you can get a little bit more gold without having to wait to get lucky enough to get red stars to power up your characters. So first off anyway, I'll show off the team we'll be using here. With this node then the requirements are to go in with a city team, so really it is a no-brainer that you use defenders. Now I have ramped up my defenders team a fair bit. You can see they're 185,000 power, but the only character out of all of them that actually has red stars would be Luke Cage, and he has a minimum that everyone is supplying when they get to the required level, and that's 3 red stars there. For the 5th character I'm going for Miss Marvel, the reason being Punisher will put out an absolute ton of damage. You need to 3-star this in order to auto it in future, so I don't want to take any risks putting in a character that's a little bit on the squishier side, so that's why we've went for this particular setup. Now with all that covered, let's actually go through the gameplay now. We want to take out Doctor Strange as soon as we can here then, because he'll be stopping us from putting up our buffs because he'll just flip them. So we do the ultimate on the outside and work our way in. Eventually Shield Security will throw his taunt up. We'll actually do it this turn due to the huge amount of damage we've done on Mordo there. There you go, you can see the taunt's now up. In a moment that'll be off anyway, his turn's almost over. And then we'll go back to Doctor Strange again, and he will taunt up again because Strange is still above 50% health at the moment. You'll be saving the cleanse to the next round, because what will happen is you have Vision and Scarlet Witch that will cast all the bleeds on you. So we hold off for now, as much as we've got a fair amount of debuffs on us. The temptation is strong to use the cleanse, but you don't want to do that just yet. There we go, we can now go to Strange. And we'll add the counter because he's just about down. And that's him down. Now next up I'll actually go for Mordo here. Don't think I want to... Iron Fist is a bit low on the heal side, let's actually heal him up. Because what we'll be doing soon with Jessica is we will be cleansing, and that will give us lots of energy and charge Iron Fist back up again should we need his heal. So there's a cleanse, you can see that worked out perfectly. If we used that in the first turn we would be in trouble now. So Iron Fist, hopefully in a moment, we'll have his heal back up again. But we've got defense up on everyone here. We'll go for Mordo next. After that I would say we want to go for Vision. Security can be a pain. Nothing really compared to the likes of Vision though. So we don't need to heal because we've got the passive. So that was lucky, and you will need a little element of that here when it comes to Iron Fist turn and getting some extra heals in, because this is a pretty tricky node. Just continue on with security. We'll save our cleanse. And again, more counter here. Works really nice if Mordo casts his ultimate, then everyone will do their counter on him and take him out. Now we're just using basics because the next round is really pretty difficult. No one really needs healed at all here. Next wave should be dropping in. There we go. Just get a few quite dangerous enemies here. If we can take out Pyro early, that would be nice, but it can be a bit tricky. Scarlet and Vision are really quite low as well. We'll try and take out Pyro though, if we can. We'll get the cleanse soon on Jessica again to get rid of all these debuffs. Sentry with the evade, not much we could do with that there was no way we could take him out before he actually cast it. Just use the basic on Daredevil because we're not chaining at all. There's a fair amount of damage on villains as well, so we'll taunt up on Luke Cage now. And we don't want to use a heal or anything, so we get heal block on the characters whose health is low, so let's actually go for the ultimate here just to try and get rid of Sentry if we can. The special does have a low cooldown, so we can cast it relatively often. There we go, we got rid of all the evades on other characters. Hopefully with Jessica soon we can get another cleanse in. It really is key due to all the debuffs you're getting hit with. Once we've got the cleanse, we can do some healing as well. Here we go, cleanse. Still got the taunt on Luke Cage, which is good, otherwise Miss Marvel would be in trouble. We will, from here, let's see. I believe because the characters are stealthed up, the chain and ultimate won't work, so we'll go for the special just for now. Get more counter attack. Venom can be difficult, but as long as he focuses on Luke Cage, we should be fine. There you go. It's that move there that hits for a ton. Just about any other character, if you don't have the taunt up, it will take them out. Now, we don't have heal block on anyone, so let's heal up. And then next we'll take out Scarlet Witch and Vision, just because they're so low. Heal up and Miss Marvel first, just to play safe here. Cage will be taking a fair bit of damage in a moment. There's nothing we can really do because we can't cleanse him. We're not going to have the time to do that. And let's go for Spidey now. He could stun the likes of Iron Fist and it'll stop our heals, so we don't want that happening at all. You don't want to cast the ultimate on Spidey because what will happen is, I can guarantee you, he will dodge it. He does that every time. So here we go, we're now in the home straight. Venom can be tricky, but with 5 against 1, it should be easy enough. And again, if you look down the bottom left, you can see the character portraits, and you can see it was only Luke Cage that had 3 red stars. Other than that, it's just all the regular levels. Their characters are level 70, they are 6 or 7 star, and their gear tier is 11. I've only got, I think it's 1 character at gear tier 12, which would be Daredevil. That's how you do that without having to worry too much about getting good rolls on the red stars there. So I hope this has been helpful. If you get any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you all again soon.